Museum Penang is a specialty museum celebrating Malaysia's food heritage and in particular Penang's dazzling area of street and local home cooking. Wonderfood Museum not only showcases Penang's culinary delights, but it is also a celebration of the art of making ultra-realistic food replicas. As you enter the museum, you move from one gallery to another, where you get to admire a plethora of local food. Why should you go there? You have to go because first of all, the price is really affordable and they have special discount for students as well as elderlies. So for students, you have to bring your student card in order to get an admittance rate of only 10 ringgit, which I feel is very worth it because it's so cheap and you get to see a lot of things inside. Second of all, it has interactive features and props to play around with that will result in great photos. And third, it is a colorful and fun photo opportunities for the whole family, and especially if you are a fan of Instagram. I feel like Wonderfood Museum is really important because it features food that is almost forgotten by Malaysians themselves. It preserves our culture. And the museum not only displays food, it also raises awareness on important issues as featured in section 3 of the museum. And the museum makes us proud of our culture, our heritage, and our history. So when you go to the museum, the first section that you will walk in is filled with lifelike replicas of food. They have Malay food on the wall, which is usually served during lunch. Indian food featuring roti canai, chapatis and all that, and also Chinese food. When you move to the second section of the museum, that is where the fun begins because this is where all the props are located. They are really big and you can play around with them however creatively you want and create amazing photos. And there's also one section of the museum dedicated solely to sweets and ice cream. The third section starts off with a room that is very exquisite and expensive, but then you move into the next section where you can see a child sitting facing the wall. He is obviously homeless and a beggar. Now this room is empty, featuring only the child and the food in front of him, with a writing on the wall that says, "Food is precious, do not waste." I feel like the contrast between these two rooms will give a powerful impact on ourselves and will change how we see food in particular. The museum also focuses on sugar intake, where they displayed a few sweets on the wall and also spoonfuls of sugar underneath to showcase how much sugar is actually in that particular dish to make us realize that what we are consuming on a daily basis is actually quite harmful to us. Another section display of sharks where they are seen slaughtered and bleeding on the floor. That shows that we should stop eating, consuming and asking for shark's fin soup as it is endangering sharks everywhere.
Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. So today I would like to share about our trip to Ramlee House and Next Gallery. Actually, when we got a task about trip, Afan and I agreed to choose museum, and she asked which museum that I would like to go, and it must be in Penang. And I found out that there is Ramlee House, and my eyes just cannot see out of that. It literally caught my eye. The reason why I choose to go to Ramlee House is because he is one of my favorite actors, especially the actor from the black and white screen. Ramlee is proficient playing musical instruments such as piano, guitar, violin, ukulele, trumpet. I mean, you name it, play it all. He is so legend for me because of his talent, and he has won so many awards, and he was so famous, and that is the reason why I like him, and I choose to go to Ramlee house to see how he was being raised. This is Ramlee house. It is not so big, not so small. It's just nice. It's so clean and neat as you can see in the pictures. Now let's see what is inside Ramlee's house. So the first part is the living room. So this is Ramlee living room where he used to sleep. For me it's so spacious, and before you enter the house you can read Ramlee's biography. And next we move to his parents' room, and this is Ramlee parents' bed. It is so high and there is mosquito net. One thing unique about the room is there is no cupboard. The way they keep their clothes are by using the safe box, and they will put the clothes inside the safe box, and the safe box will be put under the bed. And next is the kitchen. They were using traditional cooking utensils to cook. So next to the house is the Ramlee gallery. The gallery displays memorabilia of all kinds, old photographs, posters of his movies, and the actual film roll casting that contain some of his movie reels. And there is also Ramlee's storyboard and his belongings in the gallery. So there is a typewriter that Ramlee used to type lyrics of the song. Next is the suitcase that he brought along to studios during shoots, and also Ramlee's favorite violin. He often played the violin during his early stage involvement in the music industry. And that's all from us. Thank you.